Hello friend, welcome to today's video. Today's video I came totally unprepared, only with the intention to just share myself. Someone once said to me when you teach, you're not actually quote unquote teaching, you're just sharing who you are, you're sharing what you have embodied. And this is the greatest service that you can do, so that even if you do not consider yourself a quote unquote a teacher, you can still teach. People will still be able to learn from you as long as you just express who you are, express honestly what you have embodied. The most powerful frequency is that frequency of integrity, of authenticity, of honoring what is alive for you. And so that is what I want to transmit today, the highest frequency, the truest realization inside of me, which, if I had to put it in words, which feels a little bit, it cannot match the truth that I feel deep inside of myself. That is that we are absolute, that you are absolute, and that no thought, nothing could ever begin to describe this, because it just would be a word, it would just be a label. But your true nature is eternal, it is absolute, it is totally always already free. And we want to live with this realization, because then we become fearless, and then we can see this life as a game. And then you can choose what game you want to play. What is the game that you want to play? For me, it's the game of serving the whole, which for me is the coolest mission that I could possibly have in this game. The most, or you could say the highest goal, the greatest goal that I could set for myself is just serving humanity and giving my all to humanity, completely emptying myself out on this earth plane, so that when it's my time to let go of this body, let go of this chapter, I have absolutely given it my all, with honor, with integrity. And this is what I want to devote myself to, or I could say what I'm devoted to, is the highest possibility. Reflecting back that everything is already whole and complete. Also saying in other words, you are absolute, you are infinity, you're lacking nothing. You're just experiencing yourself through experience, through this vibrational experience, which we call Earth, with these human bodies and these human challenges. And this is a great honor. This is a great privilege, a great opportunity. And one of my intentions, which has been my catalyst, or my invitation as well for myself, is to fully step into my purpose, fully step into my calling. And I want the same for you. And you could say your purpose is your calling, is your most ideal intention or game that you have configured for this lifetime. But part of the game is that initially you forget that you have set an intention for yourself, that you have set a goal. But videos like this and certain events in your life will help you to remember, to spark, and even just this deeper intuitive feeling like I'm here for something great. I'm here to serve, or in a sense, to be a hero. As a kid, you just knew you were a superhero, or you were gonna be a superhero. You had no doubt in your mind that anything is possible. And then later it gets trained out of us, but that spark is actually what is true. You came here with great purpose, with great intent. And a quote that I heard today which touched me deeply was that purity of heart is desiring only one thing. What if you only have one desire? For me, what if the only thing that I desire is to stay true to my purpose, to stay true to my calling, to stay true to my deepest intention, my deepest desire? Then life would become simple. All that I need to be aware of or track is whether I'm still staying true to that choice and how committed I am to that. And then the more committed I am to that, the more opportunities open up, the more parallel timelines I can perceive, and I can be like, oh, I really want to go for the highest. It scares me at the same time, but in my heart I know, yes, there is no other reason why I'm here. I'm here for the greatest. And you might be here for something similar, but find out why you're here, what brought you here in God's name. Do you know? I'm sorry about the bad video quality, but it's about the message. Do you know why you are here? Not just a conceptual idea, but can you feel it in your heart of hearts what your intention is? And if you can touch base with that intention, then you'll be of single intent. Your heart will be pure and the way will be clear. Because the complications in our life only arise when we have contradictory desires. One part of us wants to honor creation, wants to really live it up to the top, be all in on our dream. But another, more conditioned parts of us wants to keep us safe, wants to keep us protected, doesn't want to make sure it doesn't offend anyone or take too big of a risk or stays realistic. The most realistic thing you can do is stay true to your calling. It's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only reason why you incarnated here. That is not necessarily a pleasant process. So now that you've already made that sacrifice and you're here, why not completely devote yourself to your mission? Your unique mission that you, in your most intelligent, enlightened, loving form, have set for yourself, intended for yourself. Have faith in that, have trust in that. Choose that moment by moment. That is honor. That is duty. In the most light-hearted, playful way. Like you picked this game, exactly this level, with these challenges. So you could grow in your spirit. And you could help the rest of creation grow as well. It's all in your hands. It's totally up to you. What you want to choose, what you want to be devoted to. You're always devoted to something. You always have 100% faith in something. Consciously invest that faith and that trust in your soul, in your being. And your spirit will soar. You will live the most fulfilling life beyond something that you could ever imagine for yourself. Let go of all petty desires, like I want this, I want that. Set a high goal for yourself, a high standard. Something that honors the calling that you feel in your heart, something that honors the infinite creator that you are, the infinite potential that is just waiting for you to activate it, to not play it small. The bigger you play, the easier it gets. The more your intent is singular in nature, the less you worry about all these other desires and you're just focused on, I just want to stay true to my acts, honor my calling, live in alignment with my true intent, my true desire. No matter what, live your life that way and you'll be so fulfilled, you'll be so happy, you won't even care what happens to you. Even in the most dire of circumstances, you'll be able to laugh, you'll be able to have a golden attitude. And this golden attitude will truly bring you all that your spirit, that your soul desires, and effortlessly draws into its reality when you stop contradicting your natural and true intent. I love you. I support you. I believe in you. You're so much greater than you think. Believe in yourself. Believe in creation. Believe in source. Have faith in yourself that you can stay true no matter what. And take this step by step by step. You don't need to see the whole stairway. Just take the next step. Just take the next step. And be grateful along the way. That will always multiply your blessings. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your attention, your desire to be true to yourself, to be authentic. That is commendable. And I wish you all the grace and all the love and all the strength that you could ever need on your journey. Stay true.